Okay, Brandon just asked me to go over because he had a package delivered and he's not gonna be home for a little bit. So gonna go pick up the package and we're gonna see him this evening and give it back to him. Let's go for a drive.
It's kind of heavy. This is kind of the same camera. Kyle, why is it any different than the 40 million that we already have?
Because it's new. Because it's the new one.
I know, but it literally looks the same.
Well, okay, it has more options. It has more 4K frame rates. So high frame rates allow for slow motion video.
It's high, but it's slow.
Yes, it takes more pictures per second. So then you stretch them out across a regular amount of frames per second. Therefore, it's slower. And it also has more color options. It captures a wider color bit depth.
It follows the eyeballs pretty good.
Oh, it follows my eyeballs good?
Yeah.
The other one should follow my eyeballs.
It does, but it's not.
It's not this good.
Yeah.
This one will also follow animal eyes.
Oh, that's why.
Follow the cat eyes.
That's why it's connecting with your face so well.
I'm very catty. I'm a dog. But yeah, it should follow. It should do a little bit better job at autofocus.
I think it does.
It should automatically adjust exposure when recording in the higher color space settings. That'll be nice. But yeah, do you want to carry this camera on Saturday or the old camera on Saturday?
Literally whatever you want to do. They seem very similar.
Yeah. This one should be a little bit easier to use, so that I'm actually thinking I'll let you hang on to this one.
You're gonna leave me the easy boy?
Yeah. So what do you think? Can I buy one? I guess I'll ask you again after Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Look at them cows!
Well, that's too low now.
Okay. I'll witness the cows.
I got a little bit of a cow. But then, like, I have to bring
Are you calling me a cow?
No, you're cuter.
Wow.
I do love cows, though. You want to buy one?
Yeah.
Didn't use his knees. He's gonna throw out his back.
I hope the neighbors don't see this and are like, they're stealing their packages, but no, we're just picking them up to hang on to them until they can.
Hey Kyle, I'm recording you in 8K.
Yeah. All right, basically got the R5 set up the way that I like it, and I found a couple of small things that are gonna take a little getting used to. First being the movie quality setting. Like, I have to go into the menu if I want to do 120 frames per second or turn it off, or to turn on high quality mode, the 8K oversample mode. I got really used to being able to just go into the Q menu and change everything on the regular R. I basically have access to all of my record formats here. And I do kind of miss being able to just not even have to go into the menu for that. I wish I could, 120 was here and HQ, like it could be something in these rows, but alas, I made a menu function so that I could control it there. I'm also really used to the directional pad being here. Like, I love having this scroll wheel here, don't get me wrong, but like my brain, just having spent so much time with the R, wants to push up and down. And this was a thing. I remember this on my 6D Mark II. It's the scroll wheel and a pushable direction pad. So, like, I get it. The start, stop, record button up here is now a joystick, and that's cool, but I would like to be able to go up, down, left, right here. And I can spin it. That's fine. But yeah, it just takes a little getting used to. So this is what my vlog conventional setup has looked like. This is my Canon EOS R with the 16-35 f4 with image stabilization. Oh, I left the stabilization on. I can turn that off. Yeah, this is what all my videos when I'm sitting at my desk have looked like all year so far, and even before that. I could put my C200 here, but it's just a lot to set up just to talk to you. It's easy for me to just grab the camera and the switch pod, plop it down and talk. And let's switch it over to, this is the EOS R5 in 4K regular. So there's either some line skipping or some pixel binning. I'm pretty sure it's line skipping. I have seen some moire on some other people's clips in this mode. Doesn't look bad though. Essentially it looks the same as the 4K and the R. Not bad. The funny thing is all of the R footage has been in 1080. Anytime I'm doing these talking head things, it's in 1080. It's not in 4K because this 16mm lens would look like this. And I'd have to back up further or get like, might put my 10mm lens on here. And I don't like the 10mm lens because it's not quite as open on the aperture as this lens. And if I do just grab this camera quickly to run and go film something, I can't use 60 frames per second. That was like the one thing I was willing to put up with a crop in 4K. I was willing to put up with some other stuff, but not having 60p at all in this camera when I use an EFS lens was kind of a bummer. But yeah, the R5 really does fix a lot of the kind of issues I had with the R. Granted, at double the cost, because I think I got this camera for about $2,000, and this camera after taxes would cost me $4,000. The big thing that upgraded me from the M50 on this camera was having the audio meters on screen. I didn't have audio meters or a headphone jack. I didn't know what my audio sounded like at all. So that was kind of like the deal breaker, but I could use my EFS lens on it and still get 60 frames per second. It was like the perfect vlogging camera minus the audio. I can get a M50 Mark II for like $600 and, spend $4,000 on this so that I have audio meters, 4K without a crop, and be able to film at higher frame rates. So I don't know. Is that worth $4,000? Now we're at 4K HQ. Does it look any better on YouTube or Vimeo? I don't know. I don't know if this is worth it. Like, I hear that it's really sharp. I really haven't done any pixel peeping yet. I'm gonna look at this footage and see, which one looks better. I'll probably, maybe in tomorrow's video, I'll see what Lauren thinks, if any of this looks any better. I don't know. Is this worth the $4,000? Let's check out some 8K. Now we're in 8K. This is 8K IPB. So I'm not doing any all eye stuff. I think for this talking head stuff, it's not that necessary. And because I'm not moving a lot. If I had a lot of motion moving around, the all eye would help with some motion artifacting, but I'm mostly just sitting here talking. I can punch in, keep it 4K. I think that's a nice advantage. That's a nice tool, but I'm not gonna do these talking head things in 4K or 8K. I haven't been doing them in 4K. I've only been doing them in HD, full HD. 8K is a little overkill, but here it is. How does it look? Can you see every pore? Okay, another dumb nitpicky thing. I loved this serif font R. I thought it looked really regal on the EOS R, and this like sans serif font on the R5 is not doing it for me. I know I've been called a font snob before, but I'm really feeling it. The other thing is I liked kind of this narrow, because there's no flash under here. I like that this was kind of narrow and a little more boxy. The more rounded edge on the R5, like it's fine. I'll live with it. But I thought that the EOS R was a really handsome camera, and I'm kind of bummed that didn't translate over to the R5. Okay, so my audio test is confirming what I worried. the Rode VideoMic NTG, I can't set the metering the same as I did on my EOS R. I put this just one click above 0 on the audio gain, and I just adjust it with the knob on the back of the mic. But if I do that, I turn up the mic and I do clip. Even though I'm not hitting 0, I'm hitting like -6 on the meter on the camera, but the audio is getting distorted. So what I did is I'm now up to like the first line worth of audio. So I'm essentially up to the first notch here on the EOS R5. And then I just turn down the mic, and I hope I'm not clipping. I don't hear any distortion here. So yeah, with it down and turning up the mic, I'm not clipping the meter, but I'm clipping and distorting in the mic somehow. But that's not what happens on this other camera. Not exactly sure why. I think I've got it dialed in. Sounds pretty good. All right, that's it for today. Which setup was your favorite? Should I spend $4,000 to have a little bit better talking head setup camera? Let me know what you think, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Shoo.